Hello, YouTube and X. It's your main man, BTM here, bringing you back to the BTM Crypto News Network. Run a couple minutes behind. I was actually trying to finish up something, and I was trying to make sure uh, we were on track. Also, I'll be doing a live with Black Rube this evening. So I wasn't sure if I was going to do the video or not, but I still wanted to get the video in case you guys didn't miss it. Probably want to shift the lives to later on in the evening or at night, just so more people can attend, getting back on the night shift. Plus, things are getting busier in the day anyway. So it might be easier to do it later in the evening or at night. So let me know what you guys think about that. And the action for Zebec is pulling back, which we knew it would, guys. I mean, come on. Once the announcement happens, there's always a sell-off. So what is it? Buy the rumor, sell the news, right? And when the news hit, of course, a lot of people are going to sell. People are going to get in, get some money, and get out. What up, Tony? What up, New Wave? What's going on? What up, Yazim? What up, Crypto Clay? What's going on, Crypto Family? Great live. It was a great live last night with Rue. And I've been talking to Rue. He's been saying maybe we need to get together and do a live. So I'm gonna try it out this evening at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think that is 9 p.m. Wait, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. I think it's 6 p.m. Pacific Time. I think he's in Arizona, so it's kind of throws the timing off a little bit because I think it's 6 p.m. his time, but I'll check back with him and be for sure. But make sure you guys join, and you can see the bubble here. Let me see. Put this on the charger. Stop tripping. So on the bubble, you can see for the day, ZBN is down 4.2, actually 5.4. So you can see a massive pullback, right? We got up to 0047, and now we're back down to 0040, probably going down to the 0039 or the 0038, which is understandable, right? Once the announcement pops, people tend to take their profit and run, and then the sell-off begins. But once the announcement hits, right, it brings interest, and it's going to go down for a little bit, but then the price is going to pop back up. So make sure you guys diamond hand, unless you need cash or you need the money. Just hold and wait for the announcement Friday, right? There's another AMA live on Friday. I think that's gonna bring more action back to the price. Could go as low as 00322. Um, okay, that's actually pretty close, Clay. I was thinking that 003. I was thinking 0035, but you might be right. It might even get down to 0031 or 0030, right? Because people are waiting. Like people have been buying up to sale, right? Like people were buying deeper in to sell as soon as the price peaked, and the price peaked. So they've probably been selling all day. Let's get to the bubbles and get to it. Mr. Miggles is down 3.3. Putty Penguin's down 3%. Powell's down 10%. AIOZ is down 4.2. DAG's down 3.1. Arrows down 1.1. Peanuts down 1.1. Giga Chad's down 1. XCN's down 1.1. It was just Arch Blocks up 0.8. XDC, right? There's been a lot of people talking about XDC. I might have to check out XDC actually. Up zero point 0.9. And of course, our friends at World Mobile is up 0.2. Zebec is down 5.3. For the hours down 2.5. Definitely some profit taking. Leo's down up 3.7. Ethereum Classic is up 2%. Metals up 3%. Sky's up 2.1. XPX 6900 is up 5.3. Cubic is down 5.3. I'm tripping. Cubic is down 7.7. Nautix, I guess, is down 3.1. AI Tech is up 0.7. Avalanche is up 6%. Turbo is down 1.7. Piff is down up 2.4. It's kind of a very mixed bag today. White is down 5.9. Kronos is down 2.9. McCade's down 1.5. Dog with a Hat is down 0.8. FET's down 0.6. Osmosis is down 0.9. Star Swarms is down 0.8. Solana's down 2.1. Tron is down 1. Spectrum is down 5.9. Mog is down 5.8. Fartcoin is down 3. Spell's down 1.6. Up 1.6. Sorry. Quant's down 1.3. Link is down 0.6. Snake's down 2.8. Bear's up 6.3. AIZ16 is up 1.6. Bitcoin is even down 0.7. So something's definitely going on, guys. I don't know. I didn't have a chance to check the news out. Mudan's down 1.5. So let's go over to X. And on the BTM Crypto News Network, make sure you sign up for the page. So this was the note from yesterday. Major announcement coming on the 23rd. Today is the 23rd. So the major announcement was, let me come back to it. Let's see. Thought I had it here. I don't know why I just post that one instead of the other one. So let's go. Zebec plus Deutsche Bank. And you can see here Deutsche Bank is ranked number 319. I actually saw a video. Somebody said it's like sixth largest bank in Europe or something. Market cap 70.16 billion with a B. So it is one of the largest banks in Germany, I think. Share price is $36.43. Percent change is 0.52. For the year, it is up 121.9. And if you know, stocks don't move like crypto. So if something's up in stock 121% is doing a whole lot, right? Deutsche Bank assets on the balance sheet as of June 25, 91.7 billion USD. According to the Deutsche Bank latest financial reports, the company has 91.7 billion USD in net assets. A company's net asset is the sum of its assets minus its liabilities. So you can see clearly it's one of the top banks in Germany, if not in Europe as a whole. So I'm trying to open up chat, see if we can get some more information about Deutsche Bank, of which kind of ill prepared. Been researching and looking at something else. So I'm just trying to, but as a whole, this is a very good partnership for both parties. And if the Deutsche Bank does go over and beyond, you see, I did pull an article up. Streaming the future, projects introduce real-time stablecoin payroll. Real-time stablecoin payroll is moving to Web3 startups to mainstream enterprises, fueled by regulatory clarity and growing global demand. And that's one of the things we're talking about, guys. The only thing holding a Zebec back is regulatory clarity. Once they get regulated and have these compliance, the sky is the limit. Just continue to hold and diamond hand, guys. This thing is going nowhere but up. It might bounce around, but eventually it's going to go up. Zebec isn't messing around, hooking up with the top money movers in the world. But Zebec is already on what, 16, 17 blockchains, plus the bank, plus the partnerships with XRP nobody's actually talking about. So it's only a matter of time before things start to get kind of creepy, right? Things are going to get really weird when Zebec starts making these big moves and these big announcements. We know they're already making these massive moves on the background, but when they start making these announcements about these moves that they're keeping secret, things are going to rocket. BTM Crypto News Network, what up? Silver Days, where you been, fam? Boom, what up? Crypto Clay, Zebec to the moon for sure. Silver Days, what up? Crypto Clay, what's going on? So, powering payroll for thousands across the U.S., stablecoin payroll provider Zebec is set to flourish in an era where regulation by enforcement shifts to pro-innovation clarity. Policymakers around the world are accelerating to regulate digital assets through landmark legislation like the Genius Act in the US and the new framework emerging in Europe. The current landscape aligns with innovation who has long prioritized compliance, usability, and real world applications, which is like the real world assets, which people aren't understanding. A lot of people are funneling money back to crypto and are funneling money back to crypto and meme coin. Why I keep saying crypto? Meme coins and things that don't have utilities. And if these things are taken off, what do you think is going to happen when these real world assets really start to become part of the crypto ecosystems, right? Like a lot of people who hold crypto are under 35, right? And most of these guys are deep in the meme coins and deep into altcoins. They hadn't even figured out the utility yet. And what is it? 90% of the population don't even understand crypto. So, guys, we are early to the adoption, right? We are ahead of the curve in the crypto market. I talk to people all the time about crypto. I talk to them literally every day. And most people don't even know the difference between an exchange and a wallet. And most people don't even know how to get an exchange or get to an exchange or even what to do when you get things off the exchange, how to move them to a cold storage wallet. Like it took me a while to figure out. All right. And between YouTube and trial and error, I figured out how to move coins around, how to get them, where to get them, and what to do with them once you got them, right? Yassine, what up? Silver Days, Crypto Clay. Once you see it, you can't unsee it. I know, right? And a lot of people hadn't even seen it yet. They don't even have, as we say, the goggles on, right? They don't even have their crypto glasses, right? There's a movie, I can't remember the name of the movie. They've been talking about it a lot. some about, is it they see or you see or something, where the guy puts the glasses on, he starts seeing a lot of weird stuff. I'm not going to go in the rabbit hole about what he's seeing, but once you get your crypto glasses, right? You can see, can you even see that? Once you put your glasses on and you see crypto, there's a lot of stuff that people don't even understand about crypto, right? And once you get in and understand it, there's a lot of stuff that's not even visible through the glasses. So once you get into crypto, once you fall down the rabbit hole and you meet Alice in Wonderland and you actually understand how crypto works, it's kind of hard to tell or show people if they don't have the glasses, right? If they don't understand crypto, if they don't understand real world assets, meme coins, altcoins, blue chip tokens, there's a whole lot to crypto that people aren't even understanding yet. It's like the internet, right? In the beginning, with the internet and early adopters to the internet, people were not even utilizing the internet to half of its capacity. And I would say they're still not even at 60% of the internet, right? And they're only using it for small things. And it's kind of like people were explaining email, right? In the beginning, right? You can send a message, wait, and reply. Well, why would I want to do that? I could just send it through the mail, right? And I'd say somebody was talking and we were saying crypto's probably in the MySpace phase. And at this point, I don't even think we even got to the MySpace phase, right? With social media, at first there was, I don't know, but it didn't really start getting big until MySpace. And I guess for several years, MySpace was the social media site. And then Facebook popped up and things got crazy, right? People flocked to Facebook. Facebook became one of the largest social media sites. Then Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all the rest of these social media application sites, platforms started. And with crypto, we didn't even hit the first MySpace. And just truly speaking, I think Zebec will be the MySpace for the crypto ecosystem platform. It's going to be the first thing where people understand and adoption strictly because the niche market, the payroll market they're in, right? Payroll is something you really don't think about, but it affects a lot of people, right? Unlike, like I say all the time, you learn fast when you're playing with real money and your family's future. Huh. That's the quote of the day, Crypto Clay. Yeah, you definitely learn. You learn fast when you start losing money, is what I always say, right? Everything's fun and games until you start losing money. Then you understand quick what's going on and what's happening. The internet did not get big until websites could talk to each other. Crypto would get big once we have complete interoperability and the regs. I think the regs is a big part and definitely the interoperability. And I think Zebec will be one of the major players in the interoperability. Zebec will be the middleman to a lot of companies. Zebec with the big moves. So TA on Zebec. At some point, Sarah, let's finish this article and then we'll get back to the numbers. Um, among them is Zebec Network, a real-time stablecoin payroll provider that is now reinforcing by a series of strategic partnerships, positioning it to drive the next chapter of compliant blockchain finance, making stablecoin payroll reality. The Genius Act became law in the United States, creating the first federal framework tailored to stablecoins. Days later, the president's working group on digital assets emphasized market structure, safe harbors, and dollar-backed stablecoins as an essential pillar of modern payment policies. Across the Atlantic, the EU's MICA regime is taking effect, requiring transparency and a full reserve backed for stable coins like the euro dominated EURAU. Not even sure what that is. The policy shift from regulation by enforcement to pro innovation clarity creates fertile grounds for platforms like Zebec, which are designed from inception to operate in a compliant, enterprise ready manner. Zebec demonstrates money flows could move from batch processing to continual settlement. And I've been telling you guys the whole time the payroll business, just finance as a whole, is back decades, right? Like this article is talking about batch file processing. For the most part, when there are transactions, ACH banking, or money movement, right? I worked in financial services for over 5, 7, 10 years. When you send money or send a check, right? ACH, automatic clearinghouse checks, they're put in a batch file, right? We take the check, we process it. That's why it takes your check 3 to 5 days to clear. We take the check, we put it in a file. The file goes to your bank. The following day, the bank processes this file. And the day after it's processed, you load it. When you process a ACH file, it goes to the system. The code grabs it, runs updates on your account, writes this information along with the rest of the transaction processing to the database. The next day, your balance is updated, right? So it's not a streaming process. It's not a continual settlement process. It's actually a file that gets loaded to the system and takes 1 to 2 days to process. With Zebec, we're trying to create a process that streams these updates. So, like you stream videos and you watch movies, instead of downloading them, they want to be able to stream payroll, which will be a game changer, right? If you're able to stream checks and pay people like you're watching movies, continual settlements, right? All day, every day, your balance is increasing or decreasing, or your checks flowing through your account. I just thought of something. How's that going to show on your balances when you look at your account balance? It's going to be interesting. But once this is regulated, right, that's the main problem Zebec is waiting on, to get that regulation, because you're dealing with finances and you're dealing with people accounts. So you need to be for sure everything is on the up and up and it is regulated, because there's going to be a lot of disputes, a lot of questions, a lot of back and forth. So you'd have to get regulated. But let me see. Zebec is a game changer. Plus, you don't want to wait to invest, get paid today, invest today. So Zebec demonstrated that money flows can move from batch processing to continual settlement. Its origins as a Solana-based streaming protocol allow Web3 employees to receive wages per second in USDC. They're saying USDC will be the dollar equivalent, right? With the federal government getting rid of checks, you're going to have a stable coin, and digitally, the USDC will replace the dollar, right? The USDC will be the digital dollar. So a lot of the transactions, you're not going to put a dollar bill on your computer, right? You're going to have a digital exchange, right? A way that you're using your money without actually physically touching anything, right? It's going to be in the computer. Uh, Turning a old financial bottleneck. Let me see. Allowing Web3 employees to receive wages per second in USDC, turning an age-old financial bottleneck into real-time flow of value. Early use cases spanning payroll, automated savings, and treasury management, with Web3 companies connecting Zebec as one of the earliest projects to make stablecoin payroll a reality. And I was reading this information where the guy was saying with streaming payroll, you could literally invest in things from the stream. Like the stream would automatically go to your 401k or into your investment account. And as it's growing, it literally buys more, right? 45 million Americans own crypto in 2024, 380 billion would it be, and remnants were sent overseas. Both groups face huge fees moving money across borders. Stable coins can change that fast, low cost, and frictionless. As Jay Whitehead, SVP at Azure, says, by 2026, we'll have a must have for payroll.
There are 45 million Americans who own Bitcoin, Ether, Dogecoin, decentralized finance assets right now. 75% of them are under 35 years old. So that cohort really likes to have their Bitcoin mixed with their dollars, if you will. And then $380 billion was sent overseas from paychecks in 2024 to just 5 countries by American workers. What those two types of people who own Bitcoin or Ether or Dogecoin, and people who are sending international remittances, have to pay very large fees to move those currencies in and out of fiat and or other currencies. And what stablecoin will do is it will eliminate the friction, make those payments immediate, and make them almost free. So stablecoin is really important for those two cohorts in particular. And as a result, payroll providers like Assure really need to consider stablecoin a must-have for 2026.
So from that, let me come back to the chat. What is this? Peter's talking about. ZBig partnership is bullish now when they spell it XBEC and join on American stable coin backed by a bank. This should follow XRP's market cap and flows over the years. Is bullish now when they spell it XBEC and join on. I'm not sure what you mean about when they spell it XBEC. What do you mean? XBEC and join American stablecoin block by bank. Uh, Maybe branch off Solana and become its own chain to like XRP. You're right. I think it eventually either it takes over the Solana chain or it makes its own chain and forks off between Ethereum and Solana as its own, I guess, full on blockchain. I do agree there, but you're right. Zebec went from ZBC, which was the Zebec, the coin, to the Zebec Network, right? And Zebec's going to keep growing. If not, I think somebody might buy them. There's rumors that XRP might buy them, and it all phase into um, one big um, stable coin. Let me see. Peter knows XBEC low key X coin. Um, Definitely right here, must have. But yeah, I think at some point, if it's not bought by a larger company, it will continue to grow and start its own platform, its own blockchain, in its own stablecoin to be a fully integrated, fully separate, compliance-based uh, blockchain stablecoin. Zebec powers payroll for thousands of employees across the United States, giving enterprises flexibility to meet obligations seamlessly in both fiat and stablecoin through strategic investments and established and payroll providers. Zebec has expanded beyond Web3 startup and serves as a large payroll processor for U.S. charter schools via PayBridge, handling more than 300 million in annual volume. And that's a drop in the bucket. As these guys grow bigger, they're going to do more with PayBridge, and PayBridge expands. The whole network will expand. The project is bridging the gap between traditional payroll and Web3 finance, delivering features and optionally that legacy systems simply cannot match. And that's the other thing about the cutting edge technology, right? Once you're ahead of the game, you stay ahead of the game, right? Unless you slow down and people catch up. But they're already doing a lot of stuff these old banking systems can't do, right? For employees, that means more than just faster payments. Zebec allows take a portion of wages early in stablecoins, providing greater financial flexibility, stability, and global accessibility for employers, which means efficiency, cost savings, compliance, integration, and access to new financial rails, all while still plugging into familiar HR and payroll systems tools they already use. And that's the big thing. If they are uh, ahead of the game, it can already be integrated into the existing tools, which will also help with adoption, right? If you don't have to rewrite the whole system, if you can plug and play, it's all good. Stablecoins are central to Zebec's project suite. Company has steadily expanded supported assets for payroll cards, treasury management, and currently supported stablecoins include USDC, the foundation of Zebec's payroll ecosystem, providing compliant dollar-dominated real-time payroll and spending. It enables cross Zebec cards and payroll products through its partnerships with Circle. Ondo USDY, a yield-bearing stablecoin that opens possibilities for treasury management and payroll optimization, giving employers and employees the option to earn interest while maintaining liquidity. Currency One USD, USD1 expands Zebec's portfolio with another regulated US dollar stablecoin, further diversifying options for enterprise. PayPal, PYUSD, PayPal's regulated stablecoin expands Zebec's interoperability with mainstream fintech platforms, reinforcing its mission to connect Web3 and Web2 payrolls. So all of these tokens are in the background that Zebec can use to transfer money. AllUnity EURUA, Meki compliant Euro stablecoin backed by Deutsche Bank, DWS Galaxy Digital and Flow traders, enabling Zebec to serve European employers and multinational workforces. Additional multi-chain tokens, Zebec also supports assets like Algo and continue to expand into other tokens, give employers and employees flexibility in how. Zebec has also made strategic partnerships, prominent industry players in fintech, blockchain technology, and payroll services, including Algorand, World Mobile, Peru Finance, and Azure, right? And I guess we'll take a break from that, go back to uh, X and go through some of the information. So this is the key term in payroll is worldwide, payroll worldwide. AllUnity and Zebec, AllUnity stablecoin partners with a Zebec to enable real-time payroll powered by EURUA. The collaboration brings payroll in EURAU for employees and contractors worldwide. EURA supports cross Zebec card products, Apple Pay, and Google Pay. Transparent, show more. Weird. And this is the Coins Fantasy League. Your team the DPN, which is render anyone a Zebec and ATH. The DeFi, Aster, Hype, AVNT, and Link. Now here, Link's getting pretty big. RWA is Algo, Rio, Ondo, and Cpool. AI is Tau, Cubic, DAO, and POW. Layer 1 is Caspa, Ingest, SCI, and KTA. So what is your pick? I'm probably going to roll with the DPN, but I wonder why the Zebec isn't in the RWA team versus the DPN. But let me know what you guys think about that in the comments. Somebody, anybody, everybody, let me know. Zebec volume is pumping 34 million in 24 hours on crypto.com opposed to 14 million a couple days ago. The chart to me makes it seem like we're about to pump higher. I guess we'll find out. I'll be monitoring. I'm building my own Zebec bag since it was 0007. When you truly believe in a project's potential, like a Zebec, you lean to down out the FUD and naysayers. You learn to drown out the FUD naysayers, build conviction, and keep stacking your bag. And that's what I'm saying. Keep diamond handing, guys, and be patient. Right? A lot of people want it to go to $1 tomorrow. You got to be patient. It takes time to build up to that. It will not be at $1 anytime soon. Right? They're trying to shake you out. They're trying to make you believe it's not what it is. They're trying to hype you to sell cheap so they can buy it up and ride it to the moon. This isn't just a partnership, it is a blueprint for stable coin payroll at scale, blending EU regulation with the US innovation to redefine how billions are paid worldwide. Expect the ripple effect in DeFi yields, cross border hiring, and token RWA. Let's look at the numbers real quick. So where are we at? Solo scan shows that we are, oh wow, 83,000 389. So yeah, we hit the 83,000 with a bang and kept running. Holders are 83,286. 4 hours we added 30 wallet holders. 12 hours we lost 7. For the day we're up 291. 3 days we're up 407. For the week we're up 581 new holders or wallet addresses. 2 weeks we're up 1,066, and for the month we're up 1,634. And I like to see what these numbers look like towards the end of the week. So let me see on the trading view. In fact, we're pulling back to the 00399. So you might be right, Crypto Clay. On the 5 minute, you see RSI is way down. And RSI base moving average is 29.9. And we're losing volume on the MAC histogram. So you can see here when the red is over the blue, it's bearish. When the blue is over the red, it is very bullish. But you can see there's a serious sell-off going on. People, I guess, took the profit and sold. On the 15-minute chart, same thing. RSI is down to 29.4. They're definitely in oversold territory, right? RSI base moving average is 33. We're losing volume on the 15-minute as well. You see that the red is above the blue. On a 45-minute chart, you can see we pushed like crazy yesterday, and then the pullback happened, right? We're down to 0039, but don't fear. Pullback is natural, right? If there's a pump, there's always going to be a pullback, right? As somebody explained to me, it's like you're running full speed. At some point, you're going to run out of steam and you're going to have to sit down, take a break, get some water, breathe, and rest. And then once you get rested, you can get back and start running again. But you're going to have to take that time to breathe, take a break. Nobody's going to go straight up. At some point, it's going to have to come back, right? You can see on the hour chart, it's steadily coming down. RSI base moving average is 50.4. RSI is 34.8. And you can see here, definitely losing volume. The red's on top. So it's turning back to bearish. 2-hour chart, very bearish. RSI moving average is 61, but the RSI is down in the 40s. And on the 4-hour chart, looks like it came up, peaked, and then pulled back, right? The selling started. You see RSI was in the 70s. Now it's down to 46. Got too oversold. And on the 4-hour, the blue is still up. So it is still bullish. Just had a slight correction. Let me know. Currently, we're at the 0040, down 2.5 on the hour, down 6.5 on the day, down 8.5 on the week, down 21.3 on the month, even with that pump. 90 days, we're up 3.6%. For the year, we're up 262.3. So CoinMarketCap is saying 0040, down 6.7 on the day. Market cap is 368.1, down 6.7. Market cap, as you saw yesterday, check the video. We were up yesterday to 400 million market cap. Now we're down to 368. Yo, 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 what up, Chad? What's going on, fam? You know how America, you know how America, you know how Americans like that X stuff since Elon Musk. It's a joke more or less. Oh, okay, I'm tripping. No, but X back makes sense if it is the X token. But I think you're right. I think there might be some power moves in the background. Yes, SBEX a must have. It's no joke. You can spell Zebec with a Z with X. The X, when dealing with cross-border payments, only indicates that the currency has no country. The origin, XRP, XLM, XDC, potentially XBEC. I think if they do change the name to XBEC, that's crazy, right? XRP, XLM, XDC, and XBCN. I think that's would definitely fit in the market there, guys. UXA is gold, I believe. Yeah, I think you're right. I think the X is coming. Boom, mega bullish. Zebec, Zebec, Zebec. What was the big news today? GVC, my guy, where have you been? The big news today was, where is it? Zebec partnered with Deutsche Deutsche Bank. Zebec and Deutsche Bank was the big news. And I've been rambling and raving. I didn't even get to the
Your paycheck streaming into your wallet.
didn't even get to the actual chat. So let's run this real quick.
ZBCN holders, this is your moment. Imagine your paycheck streaming into your wallet in real time. No delays, no middlemen. Zebec Network is making that the new normal. Now, Zebec has landed its biggest partnership yet. Deutsche Bank-backed AllUnity has chosen Zebec as its payroll partner, plugging the euro-denominated stablecoin into Zebec's real-time system. Picture Zebec as a high-speed highway and euro as the cars driving across it, smooth, regulated, and unstoppable. The scale here is massive. AllUnity is backed by Deutsche Bank, Galaxy, and Flow traders. Under Europe's new markets and crypto assets framework, they're rolling out a fully regulated euro stablecoin designed to power everyday payments. Zebec provides the rails that carry that value, paying employees, freelancers, and businesses instantly, across borders, at any hour of the day, and the markets have noticed. Since this announcement, Zebec Network coin, ZBCN, has surged over 22%. It's the same kind of reaction you'd see when a company signs a Fortune 500 client, a signal that the industry understands the impact of this move. For beginners, think of traditional payroll like mailing a check across the ocean. It's slow, expensive, and full of middlemen. Zebec transforms that into something as quick as sending a text message. With Euro integrated, Zebec isn't just focused on the US anymore. It's stepping onto Europe's stage and expanding utility through cards, Apple Pay, and Google Pay. This feels like a turning point. Partnerships like this don't just make headlines. They can reshape the plumbing of money itself. What seems like one announcement today could lay the foundation for tomorrow's financial system. And the best part? This is only the beginning. If Zebec is here now, imagine how far it can go from here. Want more crypto videos? Check out my playlist. Remember, this post is brought to you by the Crypto Chrome. Like, follow, share.
Shout out to Crypto Chrome and his hard work about making these videos. Don't forget, I'm going to be on with Black Rue tonight at 8 o'clock Central, which I think is 6 o'clock Pacific. But I'll definitely get that information out to you guys. This is from earlier. Zebec was up 23.4%. Let's go. This is, once the partnership is announced, the Zebec ZBCN party is getting started. I told y'all to buy the dip, and he is 100% right. I'm glad we did get in where we fit in and rode it back up less. We need a Coinbase listing. Coinbase will come, guys. Don't wig out. Don't get crazy. Don't get impatient. Just enjoy the ride. Stablecoin payroll is coming to the EU with Deutsche Bank, and it should be like a little, I guess, XBEC. I think that's what the big announcement. I think Zebec will have to be XBEC, and then does it still pronounce Zebec with an X? Zebec, Zebec X. Well, when they do change the X, you can put a little XBEC under the Deutsch sign, right? I think that will be good along with the rest of the X's. And this is AllUnity is a joint venture involving Deutsche Bank Asset Management Arm, DWS, along with Galaxy Digital, and Flow Traders. It focuses on digital assets and tokenization, specifically launching a euro dominated stablecoin called the EURAU. Deutsche Bank through EWS provides portfolio management and product structuring expertise, combining the AllUnity goal of bridging traditional finance and decentralized finance. DeFi finance, all utility received e-money institution, EMI license from Germany, BFI on July 1st, 2025, enabling it to issue EURAU, a MECA compliant stablecoin for institutional and private use, aims to facilitate 24/7 cross border payments and corporate treasury functions. Okay, if you're not keeping up, these cross border payments are taking over, guys. And I don't know if they're going to create some kind of unity process, right? Or I keep thinking about they're building this mega city somewhere in the desert, right? It's just called the Strip. It's one long city, right? It's just a long, narrow. I think it's like, I don't know. Let's look it up. But it's like less than a mile wide and like 20 miles long, something crazy. But with these cross-border stable coins, it's going to allow people to work in all areas of the world and getting paid in stablecoin, right? If you get paid in USDC or this EURAU, right? Whatever it is, you can take it and convert it to your country's token. And I suspect they're going to break it down even further once the adoption happens. So Deutsche Bank's AllUnity stablecoin selects a Zebec as its global payroll partner. Deutsche Bank backed AllUnity selects Zebec as its preferred payroll partner, making Zebec the go-to provider of real-time stablecoin payroll for its private and enterprise clients. EURUA, a MECA compliance dominated stablecoin, will be integrated across Zebec's payroll platform and Zebec card suite, powering everything from instant wages to global spend. This move marks a Zebec's well, Zebec's growth from U.S. leader in stablecoin to payroll to an expanding presence in Europe and beyond. So let's see here. What is Deutsche Bank? Deutsche Bank is one of Germany's largest bank and Europe's major banks, offering investment banking, retail banking, and asset management. It's a traditional financial institution regulated with long history. Recent developments and performance, 2024 had posted strong profits recently. Q1 2025, it reported its highest pre-tax in 14 years. Pre-tax profit tripping. The fixed income currency business is expected to outperform consensus in Q3 2025. There are cost control and efficient efforts. Some branch closures, job cuts are part of that. It's involved in sustainability move. Join the Net Zero Banking Alliance. Regulatory fees issued. It was fined by Germany's regulator BFIN for derivative sales issues, Spanish operations. Not even sure what that last part's even talking about. But strong capital base, wide scope and reach, diversified services, deep regulatory insight, which provides stability through can also mean more constraints. Recent earnings shows it's making some headway on cost efficiency. Risk and challenges, regulatory risks, pay fines, legal and compliant costs, competitive from fintech, digital banking, and decentralized finance. Microeconomic risks, interest rates, inflation, and European economy conditions. I think we know what the Zebec is. Key features: real-time payments, continual payroll, ability to stream payments per second, crypto debit credit card, the Zebec card, products. So crypto can be sent in everyday fiat context. DPN physical infrastructure, point of sale devices. Zebec is building hardware infrastructure components. Compliant regulatory orientation is part of their approach. Zebec is a utility plus governance tokens used for paying transaction fees, staking governance participation. They have multi-chain support, Solana, Ethereum, Binance Chain, etc. Bridges Web 2 and Web 3 by trying to make crypto payments, payroll, and spending more particular in daily life. Multi-chain reduces dependency on a single blockchain limitations, product diversity, payments, cards, hardware, infrastructure, and components. So risk sees fixed income and currency businesses ahead of consensus. Deutsche Bank's reports highest profit in 14 years. What are these guys doing? As with many crypto projects, regulatory uncertainty, compliance is part of their path, but regulation in different jurisdictions vary. Adoption risks, getting enterprise and payroll users to migrate trust crypto-based payment streams, validity risk, token value, and market conditions. Competition, many projects trying to solve problems, payroll, cross-border payment, etc. Let's go on back over to Coin Market Cap and see what's going on. So Zebec Network ZBCN rose 19.7% over the past 24 hours, outpacing the broader crypto market fiat performance. This aligns with the bullish 7-day trend, plus 4.6%, but constraints with a 10% dip over 30 days. Key drivers. What is this? What up? Silver Days. Zebec, the future of payroll. I know that's right. Let's see where we're. Technical breakout. Price reclaimed critical fib levels and broke above moving averages. Zebec Net partnership announced collaboration with World Mobile for decentralized eSIM network. And that's like the constant. They're always talking about the World Mobile, which is actually a very good partnership, right? I think between that and Deutsche Bank and the SOC 2 compliance progress, final SOC 2 audit and MECI regulation milestones nearing completion. I think that'll be the next pump once they do get the audit completed and the Mickey, I see a regulatory milestone completed. Things are going to get crazy. Technical breakout, bullish impact. Overview, ZBCN's price surge past 50%. Fibonacci retracement level 0041. That's above the 7-day SMA at the 0041. The MAC histogram turned positive, signaling bullish momentum, while the RSI 55.7 avoids overbought territory. What this means, technical traders likely interpreted the breakout above the 00441 as a sign of the trend reversal, targeting buy orders. The move was supported by a 152% spike in the past 24-hour trading volume. 33.1 mil won, confirming market participation. What to watch? A close above the 61.8 Fibonacci level, the 00461 could target a 005. Conversely, drop below the 0041 might invalidate the breakout. A Zebec partnership bullish impact. Sorry, just checking on the kids there. A Zebec Net partnership bullish overview on August 20th. Zebec announced a partnership with World Mobile to launch the Zebec Net, a decentralized eSIM network for payroll and payments across 70 countries, launching fall 2025. And I forgot, this ain't even launched yet, right? These guys are still talking about launching. So there are plenty of things coming down the pipeline. This means the collaboration taps World Mobile's 2.17 million daily users, expanding Zebec's real-world utility. Investors may see this as a growth catalyst for Zebec card and payroll systems, who already possesses 52 million in monthly transactions. Regulatory milestones, mixed impact. Overview. Zebec is finalizing its SOX 2 audit expected late August and awaiting the MECI approvals in September. These steps aim to position Zebec as a compliant payment token under EU and UK regulations. This means compliant progress reduces regulatory risk, a key concern for institutional adoption. However, delays or rejections could pressure the price, giving Zebec reliance on these approvals for its European expansion. So, for the conclusion, ZBCN's rally combines technical momentum with strategic partnerships and de-risk regulatory positioning, while the Zebec Net deals with the Fibonacci breakout suggests the upside potential. The token remains 35% below its May all-time high, the 0071, leaving room for volatility. Key watch, can Zebec sustain volume above the 30 million and hold the 50% Fibonacci level? The failure here may expose the next support at the 0039, 78.6% retracement. So there it is, guys. Let me know what you think. Make sure you log back in at 8 p.m. Central Standard Time for the live with my main man, Black Root. But as always, let's get back to the money and stay dangerous. Miner out.